Good morning, beautiful people. This is Deanna again with another video on becoming that wife. So in this video, I am actually bringing you along with me during my day. So I just finished a video of me. As you can see, my stand is right there. I just decided to take you guys along with me on this day because I want to talk to y'all about my first 6 months of Forex trading. Give y'all a peep of what I do during my day as a full-time mom, as a trader, as a creator. So right now it is actually 4:41 in the morning. I think I got up around like 3 to 3:30 in the morning. So I don't usually get up this early every morning, but I wanted to get my hair washed. And normally when I do my hair, I get up extremely early because baby girl sleep, the house is quiet. I don't have to worry about somebody having to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So I just knock it out and I get it done, and now I can proceed with my day. So I'm about to just go downstairs and do my tea. So okay, while I am waiting for my tea to boil, I will get started with talking to you guys about my 6 months of Forex trading. I was introduced by a friend of mine from church, and she had posted something on her stories on Instagram talking about how to make money from home or something like that. And I probably see it 2 or 3 times before I reached out and asked how, right? So she sent me something like class or like a webinar on Tuesday or something like that, or that Monday, because I probably asked that Friday. And over the weekend she sent me the link. I actually forgot about it, to be honest with you. When the day came, I didn't even think twice about it. I totally forgot about it, and she sent me a reminder. I said, oh right, okay. So I think it started like at 9 o'clock at night, which at that time I was a brand new mom. It was just weird, but I listened to it while I was getting my baby ready or whatever. It was IML, which is also known as iMarket Live, and I know a lot of people heard about it. I know a lot of people are saying it's a scam and all that stuff. I do not agree to that. I do not agree that it's a scam. To me, IML is not a scam. I really do believe it is all about who you sign up under and who is your mentor. But overall, it is not a scam. It is an educational platform with awesome educators, and I will vouch for it any day and every day. But I must admit, it really do matter who you sign up under. If you do sign up under someone who is all about building a team and chairman and chairwoman and all those status and stuff like that, and that's when the whole pyramid suspicions come in place. Who signed me up under was very genuine and only wanted to learn about trading. So the bigger group that I was in, it was huge. It had thousands of people in it, and it got overwhelming. And I must admit, I probably would not have stayed if my friend wasn't genuine. So I will admit to that. So I do see why people get turned off by it, because it's just too big, and it is crazy. I do understand why people say what they say, but luckily and fortunately I had an awesome team member who decided to start her own group because she thought the same way, that it was too big and they wasn't really talking about trading. They was talking about recruiting. So she started her own group, which was only like 17 people in it. So it was very intimate and very small, but it was powerful and filled with quality instead of quantity. And we really talked about trading. I can actually link you up to her if you are interested. So it's she's pretty good. She's a pretty good person. Oh, my tea is actually done. So I will come back to you guys. Okay, real quick, this is the time where I do my meditation and my prayer and stuff like that. And I am definitely going to link my self-care routine once I record it, so make sure that you check it out. I am a little ahead on time. My alarm should be going off in 30 minutes, and my tea is cooling down, and I got my notes, so I won't be everywhere in this video. So my opinion when I first started trading, right, I remember me having a conversation with my friend, and I'm just like, so when I listened to the webinar while I was getting my daughter dressed, I kind of just turned it off because it was just, I heard it before. I heard the hypeness. I heard, oh, you can make money, let's do this. Listen, I don't got time to hear all that. I just need the real truth right now. So I kind of disregarded the webinar. I turned it off real quick. I probably listened to it for 5-10 minutes. Got turned off, to be honest with you. Got turned off extremely, but I trusted my friend, and I know she only messed with things that is like valuable to her. So I text her saying, hey, do you have time? I want to ask you some questions. I just got off the webinar. And I told her, I said, I'm not feeling the webinar, but I want to hear your truth. And we kind of just talked for like an hour, and I was asking her all these questions. And I'm just like, if it's this good, why know everybody not doing it? And she was just saying, like, I don't know. I said, she was asking the same question, and it's just been blowing her mind. And I'm just like, listen, I trust your testimony. I trust your results. I'm in. When should I sign up? Send me the link. I'm in. My husband was asleep at the time, and I think he knew I was like listening to this, and he kind of peeked open, and I told him what I could tell him at the moment, as much as I knew how to explain, and he was just like, go for it. Sounds good to me. So I paid for it like that night or that next morning, and it was like $175 or $200 to start off with. I do not remember, but it's somewhere in those lines. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know what the heck I was signing up for. I just knew I was signing up for something that was going to make me money from home or whatever, right? So my thoughts on trading was that I thought it was fast money. I did have a thought that I was going to get quick, rich, fast kind of thing. I did not think of this being an investment. I did not consider it a loss. I did not do any of those things. I thought I was going to come in and just start making my bread. With IML, recruiting really isn't required. Like, you're learning how to trade, but they just, whoever you sign up under, really push it. And to me, I think that is like really giving false advertisement, because that is not what IML is about. IML is really about trading, and there is some very, very good educators in IML. You just really need to find a good team, because I'm not going to put the team I was out there, but most likely you kind of know. But it was a really, really big team. It was thousands of people in it, and if it wasn't for the person who did bring me in, I would have been lost. I didn't have nobody to talk to. When I did sign in, they had like little trainings they hosted, and they shared what they shared, but it intimidated me like crazy. And it was also another feature within the group that they sent out signals. So I caught myself just waiting around for signals, and I'm just like, am I paying $175 for this a month? Like, you know, they did like trainings for, you know, on the side, and they was kind of like youngish. I'm mature. Like, I don't got time for like young folk shenanigans. All the young folks are smart, but I'm not with the slang and the terms and the music and stuff like that. No offense if you are young, but I'm just more mature, and certain things just doesn't fit me. But of course I stuck around, tried to do as much studying as I could, and it intimidated me like crazy. So I didn't have really nobody to lean on, and my friend was just signed on, so she's still learning as well. So, you know, it was just weird. It was just a weird time. I was very, very confused, and I'm just like, I know this is not right. Like, I know this is not right. And of course on IML they have pre-recorded videos that you watch, like section 1, section 2. And I watched those videos. They were like 2 to 5 minutes long, not that long, and I got through them as fast as I could, and I just did not get it. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get trading. It was very, very confusing. So that's when my friend started BBI, Build by Impact, I believe, and that's where the 17 people came in at. And it was very powerful, and I was able to ask questions, real-time questions, with people who really answered, and these were people I was building a relationship with and stuff like that. It was very, very awesome. I did enjoy every bit of it, and I was able to, and we did like little trainings for each other. Like, it was really, really cool. Like, I learned what resistance and support was. I learned what trend lines were. I learned better what candlesticks were. Like, I really was able to ask questions live and stuff like that. So by her building that team or starting that team, it really, really saved my trading career, I guess, my trading journey, I'll put it that way. And it really did save me. And I remember seeing, and of course I'm still connected to the other group kinda, but I definitely was not involved in that group whatsoever. Like, I put that joint on silent, put that group on silent on Telegram. And I did remember seeing people talking about the go live feature on the IML platform, and I remember my crew was talking about it. Like, I just remember seeing go live. And I think I played around on my IML platform and I seen the term go live, and I'm like, what is this? And it's the feature that you should be taking advantage of. Like, that's the feature that will change your life. Like, it has tens, maybe hundreds of educators. It's really got a syllabus on there. It really got a schedule on there, and you really, and I will tell you why I can't show you this live soon, so stay tuned. But it really do show you all the educators, what they teach, everything. Like, that go live feature is everything, and I really recommend that you use it if you did not get introduced to it, because I see that a lot of people aren't even getting that far with IML. When they get signed on with IML, they're not even getting that far because they get overwhelmed with all this recruiting before they even get a chance to really experience the platform. So that is why I'm here to tell you, like, it really do have awesome educators. You just have to get past all that noise and go to the go live feature on your platform, and you will find awesome traders. They trade live. They really dig deep. Forget the group, forget the recruiters, forget all that. Forget your mentor, for real. Sometimes you gotta get like that. Go to that go live feature in your platform IML, and you can really be the true judge if that's a scam or not. Because IML is not a scam. It's an educational platform that will help you tremendously. So I had to say all that. I am actually going to come back to you guys, and I'm going to meditate. I feel like I'm talking a little bit too much for it to be early morning. And yeah, so stay tuned for the day in the life and me talking about Forex, my first 6 months of Forex trading. So okay, I just finished meditating and prayer. I'm actually about to read for like 45 minutes, and in my video I said I'm reading 1 book a month. I just finished 2, but I am looking forward to reading this because I feel like every book that I've been reading is just in alignment with everything that's been going on in my life. I remember hearing a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives, or something like that. So these books are just arriving on time, and I had these books for years, so I am just happy that I am reading at the right time. God is always on time. He never fails. So just don't rush the process, you guys. If you had to get one thing out of this video, just stay in alignment and do not rush the process on anything with trading, anything. Let me continue telling my story of my 6-month journey of trading. Even before I found the perfect educators, I actually deposited $100 probably like after literally 3 days being in my demo. Like, oh, I got this. No problem. I see that I can make money on this joint. I'm in this joint. Didn't know nothing about studying and resistance and support, nothing. I just seen in my demo that it was possible to make money, and I was just pushing currencies and pairs and just pushing buy or sell, not even doing no type of analysis, nothing. And so when I went live, I deposited $100, and I think one of their trades that they called out, or one of the signals they called out, I was in profit like $5, not knowing that was actually a good return. But at that time, I'm like, no, I'm trying to get paid. Like, y'all tripping. I'm trying to get paid. Like, that ain't that. I didn't know what a good goal was. The market reverses, and I think I went negative, and I just know I started slowly losing my $100 over time, like in a week time or 2 weeks time. And it was just like disappointing, and I'm like, dang, I should have kept my little $5. But it was just like, it caused me to really buckle down on studying more. And I started finding educators on the go live thing, and I just started buckling down. And I actually found this educator. He wasn't very popular, because, you know, they have popular educators on there and they have non-popular ones. So I found a non-popular educator that talked about like the psychology of trading, and it helped me tremendous, because I was in an urge of stopping. Like, I'm like, I don't think this is for me. I just was so over it. Like, it was just doing something to my mind, because it was, I don't know, it was just doing something to my mind, like most traders go through. And so luckily I found this his class. It was live, and it was small, so he was able to ask questions and he was able to answer them live. And it just helped me tremendously, you guys. And he helped us write out a plan and all that stuff. So it helped me tremendously. Like, if you want to learn more about that plan, make sure that you comment below or whatever. I think I still have it written down, and some things that he went over that helped me, especially as a beginner trader. Gave me enough juice to keep going, to keep pressing. And he pointed out that you need to know a strategy. You need a strategy. Like, he was stressing the strategy part. There's a lot of strategies in trading. Like, I don't even know how many, but it's tens to hundreds. I don't know, maybe even thousands, but it's a lot of strategies in trading. It's so many indicators. It's so many ways of viewing trading. And I remember someone said trading is like an art piece. You view it how you view it. You view the market how you view it. It's just determines on how you view it. You just got to study the basics. So, but he was just talking about strategy. And so that's what made me really pay attention. So I was like, do I want to learn his strategy? At that time, I was hearing about some girl named Kim. She's called the ForEx chick on Instagram, but she in Lano. And I kind of just was kind of following their lead, I guess. And it was pretty popular, and I kind of like just invested my time into that. And you did have to pay an extra $10 to $20 a month to get access to their class, because they talked about indices, which is a whole nother level of stuff. I kind of just jumped straight into SPX because I started following them, and they was trading live, and I was seeing that you could make money on it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going too fast, so let me back up just a little bit. So I was making a little, losing a lot. I blew my first $100. I funded another $100, and I lost it again, not knowing that $100 is really not enough. It's possible, but it's really not enough. Just know that it's levels to this. But when I started following Kim and Lano, I was just happy to see that I was making profit or whatever. But I don't know what made me go to Nas 100. Followed Lano and Kim, and they really talked a lot about support and resistance. Like, being live with Kim and Lano and really understanding the thought process of a trader was so helpful. Like, they really was patient. They really sat there for 15 minutes a time to really wait to get into a trade. Like, it was times that a trade will pass through, and they'll still be patient because they're like, listen, we prefer to be rewarded than risk it all. Like, just going through the thought process of a trader and really sitting live, because of course they call the trade out. Like, they'll tell you and show you what you're waiting for. You just gotta have your charts up and stuff like that, but they have their charts up, and you're just basically watching their charts, and they'll say get in and stuff like that. It would kind of help me, and it developed that patience and discipline in me too. I kind of carried that along. Like, I just carried that along. So I went to Nas. I'd never touched US 30. US 30 is a whole beast. US 30 is a beast. She a monster. I still don't mess with her to this day. But Nas 100, I started messing with. To me, she was fast enough, but still slow for me to handle. And that was in August. So I basically took Kim's strategy on waiting for the candle to close, all that stuff. And at that time, I was probably like negative $300 to $400 in my account at that time. And so with your broker, it shows that you are negative this and a third. Like, I just was negative for $400. I know it's between that. And when I went into Nas, I seen an opportunity. Like, I seen that it was starting to retrace, and it was starting to like it went down and it started going back up. So I said, yo, I'm riding this wave. I'm tired of these waves keep going past. I'm riding this wave. Listen, I'm getting on this joint. And I rode it up, and I'm thinking like I'm only going to make like $10 or whatever. I don't even remember, but I think I was only going to make like $10 or something. And I was like, I'm going to pay off this thing little by little. And when I tell you that I paid it off in that day, like, I made $300. I was like, This what trading doing? Oh really? I just paid off my debt basically. Like I was so happy. I was so happy. It just blew my mind. Like I was just so happy. For that whole week actually, like I made $300 every day, like every single day. Like Nas became my baby. Like I was popping. And I actually have a video on that. I'll have it up above and down below on my first withdrawal, and it was that week, and it felt really good to withdraw like some money to put in my bank account. It really felt good. Like I remember that time my husband was going out for work because he didn't understand trading. He wasn't doing it, and or at least not yet. And I remember before, like within 30 minutes I made $300, and he had to go out and work for hours to get that $300. So he was just like, dang, you just made the money I'm about to work for, you know what I mean? So it was just crazy. It just blew my mind. But my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna wrap this part up, and I'm gonna just get to reading and let my battery charge, and I'll make sure I pick up where I left off. So you almost had it, right? Okay. Mommy gotta get dressed now. But I just got dressed. Not dressed like all classy, but I do try to put some clothes on. I'm comfortable today. I usually wear workout clothes, but I know I'm gonna crash sooner or later. So I'm about to put a cup of coffee on, which I usually do not drink. So yeah, just hold on tight and I will give you the rest of those details of my 6-month journey of trading. Okay, so I start trading at 9:30 and it's now 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna take you guys with me, win or loss. We'll see, hopefully. Oh yeah, I was talking about how that week was awesome with the withdrawal and stuff like that. And then the crazy part is I remember feeling this feeling of like, I know although I'm making good money, I know I'm doing something wrong. I don't want this to just be a phase where I'm making good money. I want it to be really a long-term thing, sustainable and stuff like that. So I kept saying I need to work on my risk management. And I knew personally I wasn't doing what you're supposed to do with the formulas or knowing how much you want to lose and calculations and all that stuff. So I knew I wasn't doing something right, but I just felt it. Something was going to happen eventually. And it's crazy that the Friday was the day I withdrawed. You know, that's the day that the market closed, and that Monday was the beginning of a downhill. So that Monday actually became my worst week. I have a video on it. I basically blew my account, you guys. It was crazy. So everything that I made, and yeah, I lost everything. It basically put me in a position to really buckle down on risk management, how to handle your risk, and really put me in a different perspective. It's not all just about making the money. You really gotta just make sure you are disciplined and having a good risk management plan as well. So that was my birthday month, September. We was on our way to Texas on my birthday, the last week of September, and I came back and my husband gave me $1,000. I blew that too. I wasn't fully equipped, you know. I didn't really practice in my demo like I should have. I probably practiced in my demo probably for like maybe a week. That was it. So I'm thinking like I'm good. Week, boom. So I thought I was good, like okay, boom. So I think my husband gave me another $1,000, but I managed to keep it until further notice. So end of September, while I was in Texas, my husband actually signed up for IML. He became one of my mentees, and I had someone else, so it actually waived my fee. And since I was used to paying the $175, he was paying it, so it was still coming out of our account, but it waived my fee since I had 2 people under me. I was looking forward to like building a team and doing the whole thing, like I was like on a roll, like I was talking about on social medias, the whole 9 yards. I was just really on a roll. I found new educators. I found this other educator that was talking about scalping instead of Kim, so I actually canceled that Kim fee extra fee that I was paying a month as well. So battery's about to die. Luckily I have like 3 batteries, so I'm about to just hop that one in, but my coffee is about to be done, so I will be back. It is 9:37 and I am looking at the charts. Got my MT4 up. There we go. And here we go. That cocoa melon fee. You see cocoa melon? Awesome. Trading is a very patient game. Very patient game. And that is one of the hardest things to establish with trading, I have to admit.
Go pretty quickly, but I mean, obviously, if you're online working right now, you could be working for.
Oh gosh. MC4 really be playing. Oh god. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Wow. MetaTrader 4, you messed me up. That was scary.
They didn't let you in?
They let me in, but it froze up on me, and it messed me up bad. I was in mad profit and it just froze, and now it took me out of negatives. That is so scary. So now it is 10:08 and I am done trading. But I must admit, that was a close call, y'all. My MT4 froze up on me, and that's a little scary, to be honest with you. So I don't know what's up with that, but that was really scary. Like, if I have to be transparent, it actually put me in a negative. I was in profit and it put me in a negative, so that was really scary. But you know, I basically hopped back in with a clear mind and really try to analyze and make sure I hopped in without revenge trading. So yeah, so I'm gonna give you an update on this second part of my 6 months of my journey of trading, because this one is way different than my first 6 months. So stay tuned for that video. But basically, as of right now, it's 10:09. I'm done for today. I surpassed my goal. Doing pretty good, I guess, except for that scary moment. So we left IML in November. I actually might want to say November. We stayed in for like a good month, because the second payment was supposed to come out and it never did. And it kind of made me, it never did, because like I said, he signed up underneath me, so we had to like switch up cards and all that stuff. Like, it was a whole process. But so to make this thing work, and you know, they know that when you use the same card and stuff like that, so we use a different card. But I totally 100% forgot we had the money, but it was on our original bank account, our original card, and we forgot to transfer it to the other card. And so I was late, like literally a day late, like no longer than that. I don't even know if it was a whole day, but it was literally a day late. And it basically started me over. What are you doing, baby? It started me over on the tree, I guess. So it made me feel some type of way. It made my husband even feel more type of way. And it made us really ask, is it worth it? Is this stress worth it? Because just in case we build 50 team members or whatever, and one of them didn't pay or whatever, and we get knocked down, or I don't know, it was just weird. It just really bothered me, because by him doing that, this could be just a random person, right? This is my husband, luckily, but this could have been a random person that I probably saw on social media. I probably would have been signed you up, whatever. And if you wasn't to pay, it locked my account out. Like, I couldn't sign into my education. I couldn't sign in and go to my Go Live. I couldn't sign in, and it messed my head up. Like, just because you didn't pay as a person, although it was my husband, just because you didn't pay, and since you're underneath me, it locked me out. So I really felt some type of way about that, and I really had to sit back and ask, was it worth it to stay, to really build a team and really build a business around IML and whatever, when something that simple, they could at least give me a grace period. That's how I feel. They could at least give me a grace period to fill in that hole, or to pay it, or for that person to pay it. I don't know, but just because they didn't pay it at 12, I don't know when's the deadline to pay, but maybe 12 o'clock that midnight, it just cut my stuff off, and I could not log in, and it really pissed me off. And I was just like, do I even want to stick with y'all? Do I want to start over? Do I really want to move forward with this? Like, I kind of started believing in this vision and started believing in the team and building and stuff like that, which it takes a while for you to even wrap your head around that whole, you know, multi-level marketing strategy concept, whatever. So for me to really start believing in it, and this happened, it really turned me off. And so I backed off. Me and my husband said we're gonna give ourselves a month. I miss my team. I will be honest with you, I miss my team. I still miss them. That first couple of days without them really hurted me really bad, but I did not want to react off of emotions. I really wanted to make a sound decision and say, let me see how I can do by myself. And my husband at the time really wasn't using the educational purposes. He was on YouTube pretty much. To be honest with you, he was doing pretty good. I will be straight up, he was doing really good. And he, you know, he picked my brain about the terminology and understanding the stuff, but when it came to the strategy, that guy did really good. And I felt like he was doing better than me, and that was just within a month. And he learned off of YouTube pretty much, so he wasn't really fazed with sticking around. It was just nice to have a good team. Like, it would have been so much easier if we didn't have a team. But long story short, we never signed back up. We kind of was just like, we're gonna do this on our own. Since I am a big believer of who you are around, I did sign up for another course, which is called LLA, which is Lavish Life Academy. Is the CEO and the founder is Ruby. She has a YouTube. I'll try to link it down below or above somewhere. She charged $50 a month. At the time, she charged $50 a month. She just upgraded, and that was $150 a month. So I'm grandfathered in the $50 because we was actually going to cancel that too, but my husband was like, no, like that's nothing compared to what people are charging for trading. And so we kept it, and she called out mostly accurate trades and stuff like that, signals, but that's not what I'm in there for. I'm in there for because of the community, and she just upgraded her courses, and they're really good to me. They're really good, especially for the price that I'm paying. So we're sticking around, and I like the fact that they strictly talk about trading. That's just my opinion with LLA, if you're wondering. But $150, I don't know, that's up to you guys. I think it could be, I don't know, $150 not bad neither. You can actually make that back with her trades, so if you ask me. But I'm happy that I'm paying $50. Sorry to rub that in. But with her, I had to, like, although the terminology is all the same, everything is the same, but when it came to strategy, I had to, like, just how I was started with what IML was used to doing, the go lives daily, stuff like that. With me being used to the custom of IML, we'll get lower, I had to like readjust because I was very like standoffishy and very like, I miss my team, this ain't the same, blah blah blah. But I'm used to it now. It's been since what, November-ish, and it's now February. I'm pretty used to it now. I'm pretty like, I'm cool. But at first it was a nice little transition. I was like so turned off with everything, but I knew the importance of having a good surroundings and being involved in the conversation, so that's what kept me motivated. But other than that, I was turned off. I had to unlearn and learn everything. Basically, I'm using her strategy. I'm not using Kim's, because I was using Kim's and stuff like that for a while, but I would probably say for the last 2 weeks I've been using her strategy for indices. Currencies, I wasn't even doing currencies until I signed up for her class, and I just started doing currencies like maybe a month ago, and I've been liking it. Like, I've been hitting my TPs most of the time, but I don't do them every week. But when I do them, I've been hitting my TPs according to her strategies, and I mean following her strategies, so I'm good. To be honest with you, I'm still in my demo. So I'm just, because like I said, I am unlearning and learning everything. Like I really had to take, it was a process for me to receive her as my mentor, as my teacher. And I would say maybe second week of January, I finally said, you know what? Let me follow her. I'm paying for her. I'm seeing people progress. I'm seeing their testimonies. I'm seeing the darn thing. And I'm still stuck on what I learned with IML, but I'm not seeing them. So I'm kind of like, whatever, kind of lost. So, and as a new trader, you know, you need to study your craft. It's no joke. This stuff is no joke. So I said, you know what? I'm paying for her. Let me just unlearn and learn again. So she said to be in your demo for 2 weeks, at least be in your demo of consistent profit for 2 weeks. After that, you know, you do what you want to do. If you want to stay in for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, however long you want to stay in your demo. But she did say stay in your demo for at least 2 weeks of consistent profit. So that's where I'm at right now. But like I said, I wanted to stay in my demo probably since mid-January. It's now mid-February. So I'm planning to go live March 1st of 2021. I've been consistent. Except for today, I got a negative, but that was because of MT4. Other than that, I would have been good. So that kind of threw me off and it kind of scared me, but I had to like get my emotions to the side. I actually made more than what I would have made if I never lost. So I've been profit for like almost 2 weeks now, so that's good, but I'm giving myself another week to just keep practicing, making sure I am reading the candlesticks correctly, making sure everything is good. So I'm happy with my progress and I really like it. I really like her as a mentor, I guess. She do live trainings too. I guess I could do a separate video on the difference between IML and LLA, but I'm just basically saying all this because this is part of my journey. So like I said, I'm still writing my story and I think I'm getting to a place where I actually want to start sharing it more and start giving tips and tricks, not tricks, but tips and what I've been learning, and even starting my own mastermind because I do see the value of being part of a powerful team. And so let me know how that sounds and make sure you comment below. But I definitely want to be on a consistent basis before all of that. And it's not just going to be about trading, it's going to be about spiritual growth and self-love, self-care, and mental health and everything that got to do with the inner self. But I also think it's pretty cool to share something that you can make money from home. That is basically it, and overall I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with LLA. I miss my team tremendously. I really do. If it wasn't for her posting, my friend posting that post, I would not have been introduced to trading, which I think is an awesome opportunity, an awesome source of income once you really study it and learn it. Where this girl at? I don't know where this girl went. Where is this girl? Lily, come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. No, come here. Come here. To be able to be home with my daughter and not have a cap on how much I make, so I think this is an awesome opportunity. So that is the reason why I'm that is the reason why I am sticking with it and I want to master it. It's very risky, but I think once you start understanding risk management and practice risk management and use your stop loss and stuff, you should be fine. And discipline, I think you should be fine. So follow along with my journey. I am definitely going to share the second part of the year pretty soon once the year is up. And yeah, so this video was going to be long enough. I guess I don't have to share the rest of my day, but I guess I'll do a separate video of a day in the life of a mother and trader and all that stuff. Like, I just won't share all of this, but I'll do a separate day in the life. But this is just basically was a simple vlog to share my journey of my 6-month journey. So yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope I didn't talk your ear off. I hope that I inspired you most off. Mothers can do it. You don't have to sit in the front of the computer all day. Like, that's dead. I barely have an hour. In my demo, I profit $120. So let me show you. You see those negatives? Those were when the MT4 froze up, and then like that was just terrible. It was so scary. So I think that was like negative $87. But I I did my analysis over it, and now I profit $119.52. So that is awesome. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's still dropping. That is so crazy. It's still dropping. But discipline. Do not be hopping back and chase a trade. So Liliana, you guys have anything to say? She's still watching Coco Melon while I'm playing around. So I'm basically about to just play with my daughter, write out my tasks that I want to do for the day, and go from there. That's kind of my day, and you know, just try my best to stay productive. So stay tuned for more. Make sure that you like, subscribe, join the journey, you guys, and make sure that you share some ideas with me. Make sure that you share your thoughts with me. I'm so glad I am done with this paper because you are all over it. The day in the life of a mommy. So I will talk to you guys later.